Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Robin, and this is our post shred call, which means you did the 10 days, or maybe, right? And we're going to talk about, remind you why you did it, what to do next, and where we go from here. And then maybe we'll get some feedback on your experience with the shred. So you decided to do the shred for some reason or another. And just to reiterate, this is the best of what I know to do. And what I love about the shred is it's 10 days, right? So we hope that after the 10 days, you would be so inspired to keep going and at some level. But doing this for 10 days, you can do anything for 10 days. And during that 10 days, you were pulling back on gluten and sugar and processed foods and a couple of other things, giving your body a break, allowing your body to just detox itself. And you were replacing your meals with the shakes, and most of you were utilizing the plant powders and capsules or chewables to add in that micronutrition into your cells. So now that the shred is over, you have three options. You can continue to go forward. So we, in an organized fashion, right, we were with you for 10 days in the Facebook group and texting you, but now you can say, you know what, I'm going to keep going and keep right along. You can also, option two would be to say, okay, the shred is over and I'm going to keep some of the things that I was doing during the shred, but maybe I'm going to put some sugar and creamer in my coffee, or maybe you're going to have a piece of toast with your breakfast. So you can do some of the guidelines and not be as strict. The good news is that we're shredding again. The March 9th is when is that true? March 9th. Yeah, we start the shred again March the 9th. So we like to make it a lifestyle where we do the shred for 10 days. After the 10 days, maybe we loosen up the guidelines a little bit and then we hop back on full force. The third thing, or the third option, is you can just ditch everything and go back to the way that you were. We hope that you don't do that, right? Because we hope that you're inspired enough to keep some of the habits that you garnered during the shred. And you should have a menu that will help guide you through post shred, what to eat, what portion sizes, and all of that. Because the idea here is all of us want to be healthy. All of us want to build ourselves from a cellular level. And we have to do something actively on our part in order to do that. So that is kind of what happens next. Again, we encourage you to keep going at whatever level you can, and then mark your calendar for the March 9th, as we will be back on in our 10-day fashion. Every time that I shred, and I don't always shred perfectly, I had a better shred than I had in a long time, but we encourage you every time you shred to do a little bit things different, add in more exercise, challenge yourself to drink more water, make this a lifestyle, commit to doing this every month with us. The people that see the greatest success continues to shred every month, and it just is what it is. So what I want to do now is talk to the shredders that are on the call and hear how it went for you, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because sometimes people think that if they didn't do the shred perfectly, they shouldn't say anything. Because the thing is that we're not perfect. I mean, the last shred, I accidentally ate chocolate. So we're authentic. This is real. I always say that this nutrition and wellness journey is like you're on a mechanical bull trying not to get knocked off, and that is life. There's the ebb and the flow. So what I want to do now is I actually want to start with Bernetta, and just Bernetta, share your thoughts, your words of wisdom, how you're doing with the shred, and just any bit that you would want your shredders to hear or know.
Oh, well, thank you, Robin. I love what you said, that it's like the bull. And some shreds go better than others. This shred, I was really, really, really trying to focus on getting more sleep, because that's kind of my thing. I won't go to bed.
Okay.
So I actually kept the chart, and I did better than I have done in the past, but I did not get a perfect score.
Okay.
And so, that was my focus this time. So each time I do the shred, I pick something else. There's some things that are really easy for me. Drinking my water, getting my exercise, but I have two real hiccups. One is I'm still hungry and I want to eat late, and I won't go to bed.
You won't go to bed. Okay.
But this time I did so much better at going to bed, and I'm actually going to be in bed on time tonight even.
Awesome.
So I want to try to keep that. Yeah.
Thank you for that. What's good about the shred is just bringing in the awareness, because if not for the shred, maybe you wouldn't think about going to bed. Like, part of the shred is go to bed, get that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And I was just looking at, there's so much power when your body gets to rest from a stress level, from a detox level, from a rejuvenation level. Like, we have to sleep in order for our bodies to do that. And if we're not doing it, I heard just yesterday that if our bodies are not getting the adequate amount of sleep over and over again, it suppresses our immune system. And they say, I don't know if this is true, but that our lifespan is cut short. So that's kind of yucky. Okay, so what I want to do now is, I know that John Treese is here, Audrey is here, and then someone's here, but I don't know their name. So Audrey, I'm going to unmute you, and I would just love for you to share your experience with it, what's good, what's bad, what challenged you, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to unmute you, Audria, if you're willing to share. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. All right. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Audria, and I'm on the phone and not the Zoom itself. But I am going to be very honest. I did not do as well as I had anticipated to do, because as I mentioned to Robin, I have a lot going on at my house with some major remodeling, and every morning there was about anywhere from 5 to 8 people off in the house doing a zillion things, and sometimes I couldn't even get to the kitchen and that kind of stuff. So that kind of threw me off. The first day I started out doing pretty good, even writing down everything that I was doing from the time I got up to the time I was almost ready to go to bed. So that was a good thing. But then I got off key. But what I do feel that getting back started has done for me is just that, getting me back started, mainly because I had been off the product for maybe about 2 months due to not ordering anymore and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. But after ordering the products back, it has allowed me to go back to using them, which is a plus factor for me, because I noticed the difference in using the products and when I'm not using the products in terms of, pain and arthritis and so forth and so on, like I said at one of the workshops a few weeks or so ago. So I'm going to continue on with, not saying it's basically going to be 10 days, but I'm going to do the best I can with, each day getting better and better and better, because now that I'm getting the products back into my system, I do want them to stay in my system, So I will continue on the best method I can until I can balance myself out with all these workers around here and stuff like that.
Thank
then
you.
Possibly on March the 9th, I will probably do the second shred for 10 days and see myself do much, much better.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your feedback. What I love when I heard you say is, because this is the thing, the shred is not perfect. There's life that happens, but just getting the products in your body and flooding your body with those nutrients and getting inflammation and pain down is good. The shred is multifaceted in what it can do. I'm going to put you back on mute, Audria, then I'm going to go to the next person.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I got some text in from shredders that said they couldn't hop on the call, but they wanted to report their results. So Livia says that she's down 5 pounds. Cindy said that she's down 6 pounds. And Cindy, since she's been doing the shred, has been faithful to the shred every month, and she's down 40 pounds. So I wanted to report that in. Again, it's not all about the weight, but that people get really excited when they step on the scale and there's less of them than when they started. So I just wanted to put that out there. John Treese, did you want to say anything to your shredders or anything at all about the shred, since I see you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
Awesome. So happy end of shred month, shred time. Shred for us, and I guess I can
There you
show
go.
my face.
Hi.
There we go. Shred for us, I have a small group doing shred, and this is our second time. I've had 3 ladies do it, our second go around. One lady did it a week ahead.
Okay.
And so it's been really good for us. It's been exciting in the community and just the things that they're learning. For me personally, the second time around was a little more challenging.
Okay.
The lady before talked about just the scheduling and, busy of life and, just life. So for me, it was challenging to stay as disciplined as I would like to have stayed. But I also feel the difference in just energy and clear-headedness and all of those types of things. So I'm excited. We're going to keep going. The ladies, I know I have a lady, she could not hop on the call. She has been so excited to get back into, I'm sorry, that's my dog.
That's okay. Girl, we knew it was a dog. We didn't think it was a cat. We knew it was a dog. We were like, that's a dog.
So she has probably had the most transformation. I've been working with her for about 3 years now, and she took a year off. And so the shred just completely jump-started her healthy journey again. Like literally, she is out running. She feels better. She's not in as much pain. She's getting off some of her medications. So she is, sold out on the shred and the products that we have here. I have another lady, goals are different, right? So she was like, I'm not really looking to lose weight, but I do need to get more disciplined. I know I need to get better rest. I know I need to eat better. And so the shred has helped her do that, kick the potato chip habit, because she had a potato chip habit, and the Coke. She likes to drink Coke. So she said, I'm able to manage without those things. So, I'm enjoying these challenges.
Yeah, and it is a challenge. Thank you so very much for the feedback and giving the summary for your team. What we have different, for those of you who are shredders, we have different shred leaders. So different people lead a team of shredders. And so John Treese has a team. And so that is just wonderful. Every time I'm on this shred call, I almost want to cry because I'm just so inspired. And again, I remind you all, we're just flooding our body with fruits and vegetables and taking out what doesn't serve us. And seemingly miraculous things happen in the body, but we're just giving our body what it needs. We're just giving it nature's candy, so to speak. So the last person that I see, I don't know who you are, but you're 951-816 something or other. I'm gonna unmute you and see if you're willing to talk. I don't know who you are, but I just unmuted you.
I believe that's Bridget, Robin.
Oh, Bridget.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hi.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
So when John Treese was talking, I'm good. So when she was talking about the potato chips and the Coke, that was me.
Girl.
I struggle with the Lay's potato chips and the Coke. I was telling her that and I'm not a fan of water, so my discipline is to drink more water because I used to leave a Coke by my bed at night. That was my choice of drink. And even the first time we did it in January, the 10 days without a Coke, the thought of having a Coke after we got off the shred just did something to me. Just did something. I don't know what it was. It's like, I really don't want to drink a Coke. So I'm trying to do better with the water. John Treese knows I'm still struggling with that. So I'm trying to drink more water. I heard the young lady talking about sleep. I am sleeping so very well.
Oh, good.
And I also mentioned it to John Treese about I used to have like headaches like 2 or 3 days a week. And when we did our first, and I knew it had to be a caffeine something. And, because I have my coffee and there's a Coke. And I didn't know which one triggered it. I've had maybe since the first shred in January, 1 headache since then.
Wow.
And I was having them 2 to 3 times a week.
Wow.
So it's been great for me. I'm still working on my discipline. For me, last week I struggled a little bit because I know I need to food prep to get things ready for the week. And I didn't do that last week like I should have. So I struggle with what should I eat. You know, I've eaten enough salads right now to where, okay, I'm sort of over the salad.
Okay.
And I'm not really one that will cook. I've never been one to cook.
Okay.
So trying to, you know, find something that I can eat. And I'm also one who works very far. I'm on the road at least an hour and a half in the morning and then 2 hours coming home. I'm in San Diego County and I live in Hemet. So I'm on the road right now and I left work at 5:30 and I'm still not home.
Let me say this. When there's a pinch, there's a couple of things, and then John, please chime in if I'm saying something different from what you would say. But okay, so one of the things when I'm on the road, if I can't get my shake, I will stop at, here's what I would do. I stop at Chipotle. I don't know if that's a crime or whatever, but I would stop at Chipotle. What I would ask them to do is just give me 1 cup of rice, because I know they try to put a lot of beans and a lot of rice. I'll say 1 cup of rice or beans, fill it up with veggies, and I'll either put tofu on there or chicken, and I'll roll with that. So if I have to go, I mean, because, you know, you got to do what you got to do. That's a place, that's one of my go-tos. I'm trying to think where else I go. That's one of them.
Okay.
I thank you for sharing about the water. So I'm the nutritionist, honey, and water is my worst. It's so difficult for me to drink my water. Yes. So I'm right there with you. And I really love what you said about the Cokes and the chips. It's just inspiring. And everybody's story inspires us all to keep going. And we all know we're not alone. We're all on this mechanical bull trying to stay on and going. So thank you so much for that, Bridget. I'm going to put you back on mute unless there was anything else that you wanted to say before I put you back on mute.
No,
thank you.
No, I'm good. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
Miss Robin.
Yes. Yes.
Really quickly, my husband is here. He did the shred for the first time.
Okay.
First time.
For real this time.
For real this time. Hey, Nate.
Hey, Robin. It's not my first time.
Okay.
It's my first and a half.
I heard that. First and a half. Okay. How tell us what's good. Give us your story, your feedback.
Well, you know, the problem is when you don't do the shred. That's the problem. Your body will alarm you that, hey, pal, you missing out.
Okay.
You know, and I needed to do it. I had slipped back into the fried food, you know, the fried fish.
Uh-huh.
The
That's right, tell it.
The fried what you call it, okra at churches. The only thing I like at churches, I hate their food, but they only want to sell fried okra.
But the okra,
so
I know. Sometimes
I made that like almost a daily thing. Just go by and get the large okra. That's all I would buy. And load it up with hot sauce and stuff.
Woo.
But once you do the shred, yeah, I know. But you know, once you do the shred, the good thing about the shred is you lose your appetite for nonsense. You know, you don't want the junk. You don't want the nonsense. You don't want the fried okra with a bunch of hot sauce and ketchup. You don't want what happens is when you eat it, your body will just instantly reject that stuff. You know, like, hey, what are you doing? You know, and so I think that I need to probably do it every time you guys have it because it really do help.
I think so. So you are always welcome. We'll be looking for you. Thank you.
All right.
For that. Okay, so before we wrap it up, I just want you all to mark your calendars for March the 9th. So know this. Mark your calendar for March the 9th. And people say, oh, I don't want to shred this time. I got to travel. It doesn't matter. You still got to eat to live. So just do it, right? March the 9th. I encourage you to bring someone along with you to shred, someone that you love and you care about. So like Renetta has Nate. So some of you out there, reach into your family, your friends, or your coworkers and say, look here, come and do this with me. Because it's easier when you insulate yourself with people that are like-minded. So bring some friends. I want to encourage you, even though we're done with the shred officially, right? Do not stop taking your plant powders. If you want to take your protein or not, that's up to you, how you want to continue to drink your shake or you don't. I use mine every day because it just works for me. I take my plant powders every day. What I do with my plant powders to make it easy is I throw them into my shake and I blend them up. You don't have to open them at all. You can just throw them right in, and it makes it really, really easy to just drink it all, and I don't have to think about swallowing nothing or remembering it or anything. So keep going with those plant powders, because that is getting you at a cellular level. And there's something about this eating this way and getting those plant powders that actually inspires your body. As Nate would say, I wrote this down, lose your appetite for nonsense. I'm gonna have to post that somewhere because I like that. Lose your appetite for the nonsense. So there you are. All right, everybody. We'll see you, looking out for you on March the 9th. And FYI, we are gonna have a What is Shred promo call on Monday, which is the 24th, for those who want to know more about what Shred 10 is all about. So again, that'll be a way for you to invite your friends and family to hang out with us and discover what it's like to eat to live. All right, I'm sending love and blessings. Eat well, think well, and be well. This is Robin from Necessary Nutrition. Have a good night. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.